Hello everyone, Professor Thompson here. This is the second of 3 videos that I'll be posting today, and this video specifically is going to focus on a couple of the assignments within the course over the fall 2016 term. Now, the course is divided into 3 specific units. Each unit has its own due date, so you are responsible for completing everything within that unit tab by the specific unit due date. So on the left-hand side of Blackboard, when you're in our course, you'll see Unit 1 tab, Unit 2 tab, Unit 3 tab. There's 3 specific hard due dates. Those will not change. Those will not be bent. You need to make sure that you are aware of those 3 due dates so that you can complete this course successfully. Each particular unit is roughly about 17 to 18 days long, so you have an equal number of days to complete each particular unit. Now, some of the assignments in there are going to be discussion boards, some of them are readings, some of them are just postings, some of them are public speaking requirements. But for this video, I want to focus on your chapter readings, what are called modules, and then your quizzes. I have a tutorial video that will also be loaded, and as I mentioned in the first video, it will talk a little bit about 2016 summer, but I'm just reusing that video, so it will give you more of a visual tutorial of how you're accessing some of that information. So in unit number 1, you have 5 chapters to read, 5 modules to complete, and 5 chapter quizzes. In Unit 2, you have 1 chapter to read, 1 module to complete, 1 quiz to complete. And then in the third and final unit, you have 3 chapters to read, 3 modules, and 3 quizzes. So I say read, module, quiz, because it's my belief that you should read the material and familiarize yourself with what's going on and some of the learning content. Then after that, the module is a practice set of material. It's almost like flashcards, but it's a practice set of content where you are quizzed on the material that you just read. Once you're reading the chapter, there's a menu in the upper left-hand corner that you can access, and on that drop-down menu, there's a function that says Practice. And when you click on that Practice tab, it will get you into the actual module that I expect you to complete. By completing a chapter module, you get 20 points. It doesn't matter if you get questions wrong, as long as you go through the entire module. That's what I'm looking for. It's this practice opportunity for you to, again, reinforce the reading that you just had. If you miss questions, it will probably give you more questions on that particular subject, because the book that I'm using and the LearnSmart technology that I'm using is what we call adaptive technology. So it figures out what you know and what you remember from the reading, and it doesn't continue to give you more questions on that. And it figures out what you don't know so well, and it will give you more questions on that to make sure that you're reinforcing that material. So if you know the material and you start answering questions quickly, it might only take you 6 minutes, 7 minutes to complete a module. If you're struggling to get questions correctly, it could take you 20, 25, or 30 minutes to complete a module. So it is adaptive based on how well you have read and how well you have remembered the stuff. So you've read the chapters, then you've reinforced the chapters by doing these modules, these flashcards. And then after that, you need to go back to the unit tab and actually do the formal quiz for the chapter. So again, the quiz is then worth 20 points. And this is a regular assessment, right? So on the module, you get 20 out of 20 just for completing that particular task. The quiz is out of 20 points, but this is where you're going to get questions that are similar to that module, but if you miss a question, it counts against you. So you want to do as well as you possibly can in those particular quizzes. What I have found is that if you read successfully and you reinforce yourself successfully, you're going to score very well on the quizzes. But if you don't read well, you don't pay attention, and then you half-heartedly go through the module questions, or you don't complete the module, and you just take the formal quiz, oftentimes those quiz scores are much lower. So there very much is a process here of reading, reinforcement, and then assessment. So please make sure that you go through that process. If you have questions on that process, maybe write them down. Watch the actual tutorial video where I show you some of this in action. And then if you still have those questions, please email me and I'll get back to you as quickly as I can. It is imperative that you purchase the textbook, you purchase the code, because that's the only way that you have access to the chapter readings, to the chapter modules, and to the chapter quizzes. Have a great day. We'll see you all soon.